you go to the gym, you don't fail. Okay, when you fail at the gym, that means you can't come back as fast. This is just a reality, okay? For the last year, I really haven't really failed in training very often. Previous to this, I was failing almost every single time I went to the gym. And I'm going to tell you, at 44 years of age, when I look at the graph, because I chart my stuff, my graph has been steeper at this age, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be steeper, but it is. And I think it's because of this subtle shift. I don't try as hard every workout. I try harder over my whole year, but I don't try my hardest every single workout. Instead of knocking myself down to here, I only knock myself down a little bit. This allows me to come back to the gym faster, okay? So I can have 3 workouts a day where I'm hitting intensities that are good for arm wrestling. Also, when I saw Dennis and so many of the Russians in that culture, I realized, that yes, this is a martial sport, okay? This is a fight sport. You have to know how to be fluid at the table. But in your homework, okay, when you're doing the work away from the team, away from the table, you want to focus on strength. And it's very hard for me to think of anything else that I want to work on. Okay, people talk about speed, people talk about power, whatever. Strength. Okay, like if I get my 1 RM higher in arm wrestling, it's so hard to deal with. It's so hard to get around, especially if your vectors are accurate that you train. Okay, so for the last year, I've been doing a block, and a block is approximately 10 days. 10 days, 2 weeks, somewhere around there. 10 days, 10 repetitions. 10 days, 3 repetitions. And this just repeats over and over and over until I have a tournament, and then I'll break into a taper so I can have my peak. But everything is about strength, hypertrophy, strength, hypertrophy, over and over. It's very simple. And a lot of people talk about, oh, Devon, you should do more deadlifts. I probably should if I was a sane human being and cared about everything, but I don't. I only care about arm wrestling. So I put all my energy into these very simple movements because I know that that's what makes a difference on that table. Okay, it's very hard to convince me that my deadlift makes any difference. When I look at Oleg Zok, you can't talk to me about squat. Let's just not even talk about it. Okay, Oleg is not winning because of squat. You don't win in this sport because of how much you can squat or deadlift. All your energy can go where you need it, okay? And it's very simple, right? It's this. It's this. It's this. It's this. And it's this. And you can do this every single time that you train. Every single time. You can do it 3 times a day. You can do it at high intensity. Don't let people tell you that you're going to overtrain, because I've been doing it my whole life, okay? And I think I've had good results. It's measurable, okay? You can do the same things over and over and over and have good results. Okay, now, so the third thing that I learned along those lines, is that it comes back to kind of trust in yourself, trust in your goals, right? If I know what I want to achieve, I know in my whole being that I just want to be strong and I want to be a great arm wrestler. I know this through and through. And when I know that, I also know that my body's not going to lie to me. And by that, I mean you only do things that feel good. And once you realize that, it's a really nice realization. Your body is not going to lie to you, okay? The whole pain thing, you never feel pain. Never. It's not good for you. It doesn't make you stronger. It doesn't make you better. Everything should always feel good. And when you have your goal, your body will know what it wants you to do. It will feel good to lift a 1RM. It will be one of the greatest feelings that you have, right? And your body will guide you. But you never have to go outside of that. So those are the 3 big things I learned the last year. We can take a little break and we can talk a little bit more about arm wrestling at the table. I want to show you guys what arm wrestling